Introduction: The Unseen Beast. We have spoken of the ego as a whisper, a cunning voice, a master of illusion. But for the great mystic Rumi, the ego was far more formidable. He saw it not as a mere voice, but as a dragon, a powerful primal force that lies coiled within each of us. This dragon is not evil, it is simply untamed. It seeks to dominate, to consume, to keep us small and safe in its shadow. Rumi's wisdom, spanning 8 centuries, cuts through the complexities of modern psychology and brings us directly to the heart of the matter. He understood that our deepest struggles, our endless desires, and our constant search for external validation are all symptoms of this inner dragon. Today, we step into Rumi's timeless vision to understand this formidable beast, not to slay it, but to truly know it, and in knowing, we transform its destructive fire into the gentle warmth of the soul. This is not a battle to be won with force, but a dance to be learned with grace. This is Rumi's path to taming the dragon within. Part 1. The Dragon's Awakening. The Beast of Desire. Imagine, for a moment, a magnificent dragon, sleeping soundly in a cave of ice. It looks dormant, harmless, almost beautiful in its stillness. This is how our ego often appears when life is easy, when our desires are met, when we feel comfortable and secure. But Rumi warns us, the ego is like a donkey. If you don't keep it moving, it will stop and eat thorns. This sleeping dragon is stirred by desire, a craving for more money, more recognition, more pleasure, a longing for things to be different than they are. When these desires are not instantly met, the dragon awakens. It begins to thrash, to breathe fire, to demand satisfaction. This is the part of us that screams, I want, I need, I must have. It is the insatiable hunger that can never truly be filled by external things. Rumi often depicted this state as a stubborn donkey, a beast that left unchecked will wander off the path into the thorny bushes of distraction and suffering. It pulls us away from the journey of the heart and towards the fleeting gratifications of the senses. This isn't about judging desire. It's about recognizing its source. The dragon's fire is fueled by a deeper, unacknowledged emptiness. It seeks to fill that void with external achievements, fleeting pleasures, and the endless pursuit of more. We spend our lives building towers of ego, trying to prove our worth, desperately seeking validation from the outside world. But Rumi gently reminds us, you were born with wings. Why prefer to crawl through life? The dragon keeps us crawling, distracted by the earthly thorns, when our true nature is too sore. Part 2. The Dragon's Illusions. The Veil of Separation. The dragon within doesn't just demand, it deceives. Its greatest trick is to make us believe we are separate from each other, separate from the divine, separate from our true selves. This illusion of separation is the source of all fear, all judgment, and all loneliness. Rumi saw this clearly. He said, what you seek is seeking you. Yet, the dragon makes us believe we must fight for what is ours, compete for love, and earn our place in the world. It whispers tallies of scarcity, whispering that there isn't enough love, enough success, enough peace to go around. This creates the us versus them mentality, where everyone else becomes a potential threat or a rival. The dragon thrives on comparison, on envy, on the constant measuring of ourselves against others. This egoic separation also manifests as a veil over our perception. Rumi spoke of the heart as a mirror, but the ego casts a shadow. When the mirror of our heart is clouded by self-importance, by past wounds, or by limiting beliefs, it distorts the world we see. We project our own fears onto others, seeing enemies where there are only fellow travelers. We see flaws where there is only unique beauty. We see a harsh, unforgiving world because the dragon has taught us to be harsh and unforgiving towards ourselves. The truth of unity, of interconnectedness, remains hidden behind the dragon's smoky breath. The greatest wisdom here is that the dragon is not our enemy to be destroyed. It is a part of us yearning to be integrated. Its fire, though destructive when untamed, can become the warmth of passion, the light of creation, the heat of transformation when guided by the heart. Part 3. Taming the Dragon. The path of love and surrender. So, how do we tame this mighty dragon? Rumi's answer is not through struggle or battle, but through love and surrender. He saw love as the ultimate alchemy, capable of melting the dragon's icy shell and transforming its destructive fire into pure light. Rumi tells us, the wound is the place where the light enters you. To tame the dragon, we must first turn towards its fire. When the dragon of ego flares up in anger, in insecurity, in judgment, we must not recoil. Instead, we must bring a gentle awareness to that place within us. Where does this fire burn? What is it trying to tell me? Is it a fear of not being enough? A cry for acceptance? This is not about indulging the ego, but about understanding its underlying wound. The path of surrender means letting go of the need to control, to always be right, to always be superior. It means trusting that the rider, your true soul, knows the path better than the donkey of the ego. Rumi's invitation is profound. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right-doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. This field is the space of surrender, where the ego's dualities dissolve, and only the vastness of your true self remains. When we surrender, we don't become weak. We become immensely powerful. We stop fighting the internal struggle, and instead, we bring compassion to the dragon. We embrace its fears. We soothe its hunger, not with external gratification, but with the boundless love of the spoken soul. The dragon doesn't disappear. It transforms. Its fire becomes the spark of inspiration. Its strength becomes the courage to live authentically. And its vastness becomes the capacity for unconditional love. This is the ultimate alchemy. Not to kill the dragon, but to realize that it was always a part of the divine within you, waiting to be loved into its true purpose. The ego, once a master, becomes a servant of the heart. The whispers of fear turn into the song of the beloved, and in that sacred space, you finally understand what Rumi meant when he proclaimed, "You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. You are the dragon, you are the rider, and you are the vast, infinite sky in which all unfolds." This is the journey of the spoken soul, guided by Rumi's undying wisdom, forever transforming the inner beast into the light of the beloved. Stay quiet, stay observant, and remember, the beloved is watching through your eyes. Until next time, this is The Spoken Soul.